Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to create a little random photo image gallery. If I go down to where it is, here we go. And we just created a sort of random bunch of pictures here that when you hover over it, you can click on your image and it'll pop out into a light box. But it just looks like a bunch of photos thrown on the table there. Really easy to do with Divi's new transform features. If you're building any sort of WordPress site at all, I do suggest you take a look at the Divi theme. It's just so easy. They keep adding more and more features, and I've literally built hundreds of sites with it. So if you want to take it for a test drive, you can do so from my affiliate link below this video. So let's get started. I'll enable the visual builder, which enables us to build on the front end in real time, which is great. Once loaded, let's go down to the section we want to edit. And here it is right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this row here. Just hit that little trash can. There we go. And we'll start again. I've just got a section. Here's the section edit tab with a gradient background, a little light gray at the top and white at the bottom. So it almost gives the effect of a flat table or a flat surface. So let's add a new row. You can add as few or as many as you want here. I'm going to add, let's add 6. Let's have a few here. There we go. And as you can see, it's added 6 columns to that row and prompted us to put something inside. All these grey modules here are the default modules that come with Divi. And there's plenty to build awesome sites for scratch. The different coloured ones are from third-party plugins that I use and demonstrate. I'm just going to hit the image module. And that's going to put one in the first column there. Select an image. Really doesn't matter which one. First one I see there. So we've got an image in there. And what do we want it to do? Well, when we click on it, I want it to open in a light box so it's nice and big. So hit the link tab. Open in light box. Just check that so it says yes. And I'm also going to give it a little bit of box shadow. I guess I'll use that one. I'm sure that's fine. Now, if we go to our design tab, over here, close up the box shadow. Let's go down to transform, which we're going to be using today. By the word transform, just go across the little arrow. So we've got a default state and a hover state. We want to be on the default state. And I'm going to use this first tab to scale it a little bit. I want it, I don't know, about half again as big. So I'll say 150%. And you do one, it'll automatically do the other one for you. That's fine. Okay, and I'm not going to do the transform translate yet, which is where you move it around, but I am going to rotate it. And you can see all this in real time when you rotate these little dials here. Just get it how you want it. I'm just sort of turning it around a bit. Making it, you know, sort of almost lie flat, if you will. You can skew it as well if you want to. You can do pretty much anything you want. I don't think I'm going to mess with that one. I really don't need to. Kind of skews it a bit as well. I'm going to leave that at 0. Okay, and then what do we want to do when it hovers? Well, we want to make it a lot bigger for a start. So let's go to the hover tab. Let's go back to our scale. And let's make it 250%. There we go, that's a lot bigger. And we want it to be sort of square on so you can actually see what the picture looks like. So let's go to our rotate. And I'm going to reset these to 0 on the hover state here. Remember, we're on the hover tab. 0. 0. There we go. So it's pretty much the original picture there. So that's the basis of what we want it to do when they hover on it. Let's just save that. And I'm going to duplicate this 5 times so we've got 6 of them. You do that, just hit these 2 little squares or oblongs there. Dark tab is for the actual module edits. The green tab is for the row edits. And as I mentioned before, the blue tab is for the section edits. So I'm going to just duplicate, as I say, with those 2 little squares there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then drag them across and put them where you want them. Doesn't matter which one you drag because they're all the same. I'm just left clicking and holding my left mouse down over the cross there, releasing it when it's where I want to go. There we go. I mean, that's actually pretty good as it is. That's quite interesting section here, but I want to kind of make it a lot more random looking. So what we're going to do is obviously we want to change images on each one, but let's just go into that first one. Go to our design tab. Go down to transform again. This time we're going to use the translate, which we can move it around. If I move this well out of the way, just move this little square, left click and drag it, and you can put that image wherever you want it. You've got to remember that sometimes it's going to make it a little difficult to edit it if it's under too many other ones. But I'm going to put that one, say, there. Really doesn't matter, you can always move it around some more. And we'll save that one. This next one, firstly I want to change the image on it. Okay, now let's go to our designs tab and let's go to transform again. This time I'm going to actually rotate it slightly differently or a little bit more, but again this is entirely up to you. Something like that. Then we'll go to our translate, move it across or wherever you want to put it. Like I say, it's pretty subjective, you do it how you want to. Move on to the next one, exactly the same thing. Select another image, can't remember what I had before. Okay, let's put that one in there. And again, we'll go to design and we'll rotate it slightly differently again. I don't know, something like that. When you're happy, well, actually I guess we'll move it. Let's just move it to translate. Let's just move it down a little bit perhaps. Kind of want to be able to see most of the image so people can select the ones they want. Okay, and let's grab the next one. It's kind of rinse and repeat all the way through this. You can skip forward if you get the idea. Move this so we can see what we're doing. Actually, I don't mind that one being that sort of aspect, but I will move it a little bit with our translate. Let's perhaps have it up there. Next one. Put it where we want it. Move this so we can see what we're doing here. And let's give it a little twist. I'm not quite sure which way we want to go with that one. Why not? How's that? Like I say, it's subjective, so it's entirely up to you where and how you organize your things. But it gives it a kind of nice little random, sort of almost like photographs thrown on a table effect. Alright, well I think we're pretty much there now with that. Let's just hit the save changes. What you're going to notice with some of these is occasionally if you've put them in weird places, you're not going to be able to get to the little edit cog if you want to change things. If that happens, just go down to the little purple button here, click on it with your left mouse, go over to this little icon here, hit it, and this will enable you to edit things in wireframe mode. So if we go up, this is the one with 6. I haven't named these, but I know it's that one because it's got the 6 images all in a row. You can just go in there and hit their edit cogs and do what you want that way. But the only drawback is with that is you can't actually see it in real time. But if you need to do this, I'm sure you're going to pretty much know what you want to do. So let's just hit the little desktop monitor icon there. We'll go back to desktop view. And I'm pretty much finished with that section. So let's go down here to save. Hit save. Once it's saved, let's go back up and exit the Visual Builder. And let's go down and see what we've got. So when you click on it, it grows and opens in a light box. I could have actually changed the position that when we hover on it, it's central, but I didn't there, so that's another thing to bear in mind. Like I say, when I hover on it, I could have had it, made sure it was central here, rather than being slightly below there, but that doesn't matter too much. It's doing pretty much what I wanted to do, and I'm sure you get the idea. So there you have it. There's how to add a sort of random photo gallery or image gallery using the new translate features from Divi. I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take a look down below. We've got some great free courses down there. We've also got some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers, so do check it out. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.